G'day everyone, welcome back. It looks like our game's actually finished. This is my series against Duedman playing Balkan League campaign, but it looks like the game might be over. Let's see what happens here. The end of last turn I took some town in Bulgaria, knocked their fighting spirit to 0, so I suspect that's what's done him in. Good, that unit lived. That's a good move going for that one. See, if he wipes that unit out of the way, then the one next to it gets cut off. Okay, but before I go and review the campaign, that translates to I win. There we go. The actual victory screen, the one that's not been made confusing by translating it to German and then being sent to someone who speaks no German. Alright. So, Athens was empty. Duedman, if you're watching this, never leave Athens empty. Because I could have done an amphib there and you will lost the game instantly if I'd done so. I didn't do it this game because I thought it'd be scummy, but it is possible to do, and it is that way deliberately, so... Yeah, be careful, because... If I was feeling a bit less scrupulous, then... Well, I could have done that, and by the looks of things, you had nothing here to stop me, except for this, but... Well, I would have done some funny way. I probably would have launched it from here, if I was going to do a landing into Athens. Alright. So, what happened? Number 1, Tyran is actually still standing. That's worth 50 fighting spirit points a turn after fairly early on in the game. That would have added up to quite a lot by this point. So, I did actually make a bit of a hash of the defense down here early on. Because normally Janina's able to hold out for quite a while, because it's got all the hills in front of it. You start, I think it's 3 units there and then these 2. So that is quite a strong position. You block that, you block the route into Epirus for quite some time. So I did actually make a mess of that, but then being able to hold the fighting spirit point here, that adds up after a while. The fact I was able to get this cavalry over the mountains was also pretty cool, although I'm not sure how much that actually accomplished. I don't know, it was cool to do. Where I think he actually lost against Salonika. So, I was able to transport about 5 units into here. If I didn't have those, he cut off a few of my units around here early on. If I didn't have reinforcements, he would have taken Salonika. If the game had gone the full length, which is another 10 turns, he might have been able to get it. Actually, by the looks of things, probably fairly quickly after knocking this lot down. What I probably would have done is swapped these 2, so I'd have an actual defender in there, but yeah, he did actually break this position at the end, but before then, I was transporting things for quite some time. Holding Salonika, number 1, it means he's got 20 units tied up here. Number 2, there's the fighting spirit. Together, that really impeded his ability to deal with all of this, because I mean, this is my reinforcement queue. I was getting a couple of units every turn. Regardless of the landings, I mean, the landings did wipe his fighting spirit out in the end, but Bulgaria was, like, look at these. These are all supply 1, supply 2. I will bulldoze them. There's not that many of them. There's just a case of walk in. The landings just sort of made it that I didn't have to play through the next 6 turns beating up crippled units. But he's only got 5 units here. I had 5 in my build queue plus all of this. I think I outnumber him already around here. How many have you got? 4, 8, 10, 12, 17, 19, plus the HQs. What am I? 3, 5, 8, 11, 14, 16, 26 or something. So he didn't have enough units to cover everything, and this is why. In saying that, he did fight pretty hard. He was cutting this railroad over and over and over. That was fun. So I think, like, my understanding is this is his first time playing the campaign, which, I mean, I've played a lot of times, so that probably didn't help him. If he'd done a stronger attack in this region, turns 3, 4, 5 sort of time, it would have been a lot harder for me to actually like get this relieved. And if I don't relieve Adrianople by December, then he probably would have taken it at some point, because my position was in doubt for quite a while until the reinforcements came through. So, well played. He gave me a good scare. Even though we got the win in the end, well, there's no shame in going down to a worthy foe, is there? So, well played, Duedman. I'm sure we will have another match at some point. I don't know when. The time I'm recording this, I'm in the middle of writing a very big patch for the Russian Civil War campaign, so might be a little while before I do another series, but, well, we'll see. I suppose it'll be a couple of months before this episode airs. Start of January now. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this one up, so, but I would like to play him again at some point. And until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you whenever next time happens to be.